I now have the distinct pleasure of introducing the student who was chosen by the Charles Evan Hughes class of the Tampa Bay campus to present the valedictory speech and provide farewell comments. Now, please give a round of applause for one of my best friends, Mark Patterson.
President LeDuc, Dean Martlew and Sutton, Judge Badalamenti, faculty, staff, family, and friends, but most importantly, graduates of the Charles Evans Hughes class of WMU Cooley. It is an honor to speak to you today on our graduation day. This journey began for many of us as a thought, a desire, and for some of us truly a dream. Once we made the decision to move forward, we focused on studying and reading. We asked our friends and family to understand that we wouldn't be going out as much or spending as much time together because of the hard work it would take for us to reach this specific point. Many of us would hear our friends and family members say, "Hey, can you tell me if this is legal?" In our first year of law school, we would say, "I only know enough to be dangerous." Our second year, we would say, "Look, no, the statute of limitations is over." But in our third year, we would say, "Look, I'm sorry, I have to study for equity and remedies." For all of us graduates here, law school was definitely not an easy road. Whether it was the first time you read over 100 pages of cases, or whether it was that exam where Professor Scott or Professor McDonald would say, "I just don't know what to tell you, you just don't get it." And when they mentioned the lowest grade in the class, everybody would look to make sure that at least wasn't your paper. But if it was, you knew you had to work that much harder to pass that class. Many of us will remember Professor Berry's boot camp because he said he will not accept writing unless it is done correctly. Therefore, if it is written correctly, then you will pass. Some of us, it was watching the first person actually being sent out of equity and remedies class for being unprepared and saying to ourselves under our breath, "Professor Fultz, please don't call on me." The fact is, each and every professor we had are great educators, and their goal was to make each and every one of us great lawyers. This journey has been exciting and amazing, but most of all, it's been encouraging. Because today we get to sit back and know that despite all the challenges and all the sacrifices made, we have crossed the finish line, and we can say it is finished and it is done. Whether we leave here to practice law, become a CEO of a company, or enter into politics, or whether we decide to become deans like our great Dean Martlew and Dean Sutton, and build future prospective lawyers, there's one thing that is very certain: we will all excel in it. Notice I didn't say be an employee, so y'all pay attention. As Cooley grads, we now have an awesome responsibility to go out and show people why we made the right choice in choosing Cooley and why Cooley made the right choice in us. It was the best for both of us. As we leave here today, there is one thing that is certain, that this is just the beginning of great careers for us all. As we go forward in these careers, I implore each of you that no matter what, how well you do, or how much money you make, always live a life of service. There's no higher calling than that. Let Professor Swanson be your example. All true leaders are servants first. Companies and people will come to us in the best of times and the worst of times, and they will put everything they have in our hands. And we have an awesome responsibility to make sure we do what is best for our clients. So today I ask you to think of the closest person to you, the closest person in your life, and remember this: represent every client as if you are representing that person. Let your reputation speak for itself. Let your greatest achievements be the words of your clients, not the awards that you make or the commercials you pay for. Let your greatest victory be the one that changes someone's life for the better, and that others in our legal community talk about and write about. Go out, make case law, write new laws, and be the advocate that Cooley has prepared all of us to be. Let us here be the next group of super lawyers. I wish you all the best, and I'm sure that you will make yourselves, your family, and Cooley very proud. Thank you.